So then guys, today I want to tell you about 12, you heard me right there, 12 amazing leaks that we've heard about for the iPhone 17 Pro Max and the iPhone 17 Pro. Because that new iPhone is on its way and it's coming out in around about a month from now. So let's get started with number one, with the first big leak that we've heard about for this new iPhone Pro series. And that is all to do with the actual metal that this phone's going to be made out of. We've been hearing that we're actually going back to aluminum or aluminium for this new phone. We're not actually going to have titanium this time round. This is a little bit of an odd move, and I want to get this one out the way first of all because I'm a bit 50-50 on the fence here, because titanium is stronger, but there again we're getting aluminum with this phone, and obviously we've been hearing the phone might get slightly more expensive, what I'll talk about in just a moment. But yeah, to go backwards a little bit is a little bit of a strange one, but that is the first big leak that you guys definitely need to hear about. And then obviously the second big leak you need to hear about is the back of the phone. The design is changing, as you can see, like in these renders right here. We've been told that we're now actually going to get this kind of sort of big sort of hump at the back now where the actual cameras are located, and the LiDAR sensor and the flash has been moved to the other side now, and we're going to have this sort of squared off design now this time round with the iPhone 17 Pro and also the iPhone 17 Pro Max. But then after this, for the third big change that we've heard about, is Apple have finally added a different color into their palette this time for the Pro and the Pro Max. We are going to get a different blue again, a darker blue, but we're also going to be getting this kind of orange color. What this orange is going to be officially called by Apple, we do not know, but it does look pretty cool. I am a big fan of this new kind of orange color that is going to be coming out, and possibly this is going to be my preference on the iPhone, because obviously I do love the blues that Apple brought out in the past, but you know, we've had so many different blues. I'm probably going to pick the orange color this time round when I actually get myself a new iPhone 17 Pro Max. But we are still going to get the usual kind of white, we're going to get a black, and we're probably also going to get kind of a grey kind of color as well. So yeah, these are the different colors that we're going to get for the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. But then after this, for the fourth big upgrade we've heard about, is that we're going to get even bigger batteries inside of these iPhones this time round. We've been hearing the 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max is going to be ever so slightly thicker, so we're not even talking a millimeter thicker than the iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max. And the great news is that the battery life is going to be even better than before. That we've even heard the possibility that the Pro Max model will actually finally surpass a 5,000 milliamp battery size. We got close to it with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, but we didn't actually push it over that boundary. But it looks like for the first time Apple are going to be doing this. So this is great news at last to hear that Apple have finally done this, and also like the iPhone 17 Pro, its battery life is going to be even better there too. But then for the fifth big upgrade we've heard is that we're going to get an anti-reflective glass screen on the front of the 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is something that guys have been wanting to have for a long time. Maybe it's going to be something very similar to like the nanotexture display that we have like on the iPad Pros, for example, and obviously you can buy this on the MacBook Pro now as well. Maybe it's going to be something very similar to that, but this is great news just that if you're out and about in direct light, that obviously this is not really going to sort of shine directly on you, that you'll be able to see your screen even better this time. And I, for one, am super excited for this. But first guys, I just want to tell you quickly about the channel giveaway for this right here. So I'm going to be giving away at the end of September time one of these. This here is an iPad Pro with an M4 chip inside of it. And I'm going to be giving it away to one lucky subscriber on this channel. And it could be you. And all you have to do to enter it in is just do two things. The first thing you need to do is just put down in the comments below right now of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be a new iPhone, maybe it's going to be a new iPad, maybe it's going to be a new MacBook, maybe it's got nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could actually be, say, a Nintendo Switch 2 or something else completely different. Now, the second part of the giveaway will be happening at the end of September time, where I'll be making a video giving you more even details about the iPad Pro giveaway, including when I'll be doing the live stream, and also a little form to fill in too. And you won't want to miss out on that video, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification notification bell and make sure you watch that video when it does come out. Plus, you also want to be a subscriber too, because I'm giving this away to a lucky subscriber. The other thing I just want to quickly tell you about this iPad Pro, it is the 13-inch model, and it's also got 1 terabyte of storage. So that means it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 10-core CPU, a 10-core GPU, and not only this, it's also the cellular version as well, so you can take it out and about, and I'll be giving it away on this international giveaway. But the last thing I just want to quickly tell you is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, tend to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people, or better to see right here, please do report them. So moving on from this then, let's talk about the 6th big upgrade, and let's talk about cameras now. So on the back of the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max, we are still going to get an ultra wide and wide 48 megapixel camera, but what is also going to be changing this time is that telephoto is also going to be increased up to 48 megapixels. What is great news to hear, and we've been hearing that we could potentially be getting, say, an 8 times optical zoom capability, at least on the Pro Max this time round. So your zoom capabilities, even digital zoom, is going to be even better than we've had before in the past. So this is great news to hear. And it's not just the rear camera. What's also changing for the 7th big upgrade we've heard about is the front camera on the very front inside that dynamic island, what might also be made a little bit smaller this time. And that camera is going to be a 24 megapixel camera inside of it. And that one's going to be the first time we've had an upgrade on this camera ever since, say, the iPhone 14 Pro models. We've had the same cameras on the front of the iPhone ever since then to now, and this is going to be increased up to 24 megapixels, so obviously clarity of pictures are going to look better. Obviously, it's going to just look far better in low light and things like this. So we're really, really excited to see this too. And then for the 8th big upgrade we've heard about is that with all of these new cameras and things like this, is that we've also been told we'll be able to do dual recording with these cameras. So this means that you'll be able to record the front and also the rear at the exact same time. So you can get that perspective if you're at an event or you're at somewhere and you want to see both people's reactions, what you're recording, and also the actual person recording too. This is great news to hear that Apple are introducing this. And what also makes us cool is that we'll be able to record at 8K for the very first time on an iPhone. So I, for one, am super excited to see how good that looks, but nothing's been confirmed yet of how many frames per second we're going to get, whether that's 30 or 60 frames per second. We just don't know at this stage. And then for the 9th big upgrade we've heard about with the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max is that we are going to be getting the new A19 Pro chip inside of it. It's looking to be around about, say, 25% to 30% faster than the A18 Pro that we've had in the past, but obviously this is going to be combined over GPU, CPU, NPU kind of speeds all together. Probably the actual cores configuration is going to be exactly the same as the A18 Pro, but the actual overall sort of speed and efficiencies as well to help with battery life, this is going to definitely be better this time round, what is great news to hear. But then to go alongside this for the 10th big upgrade is that we've also been hearing we're going to get 12 gigabytes of RAM this time paired up with that A19 Pro. We've had in the past 8 gigabytes in the 15 Pros and the 16 models, so this time to go up to 12 gigabytes. This is definitely great news to hear, especially with things like multitasking and other capabilities too. This is really good news that we are getting this in the Pro models. And then for the 11th leak we've also heard about, and that is all to do with heat and things like this, that we're going to be getting a new sort of vapor kind of chamber, a new kind of cooling system for the Pro phones this time round. In the past, if you've had, say, a 15 Pro or even, say, a 16 Pro models, you will know they get quite toasty, especially if you like recording for a long time, or for example, you're playing some games or things like this. They can get really, really hot quite fast. And it looks like Apple finally tackled this and decided to invent a new kind of cooling system to keep this a bit more cooler this time round. So that's great news to hear that Apple are doing that. Now finally, the 12th leak I want to talk about is all to do with pricing. Now obviously I did mention this right at the beginning of the video that obviously we're going back to aluminum this time and that we won't probably have titanium, but it does look like Apple also increasing the prices a little bit on the Pro models. They're going up by $50 this time round, US dollars. What that pricing means for other kind of countries out there, it's unknown, because obviously it depends on how your currency is towards the US dollars, import fees and things like this, export fees. You get the idea. It depends all on those kind of sort of factors. But one thing is clear, that it is going up by $50 for the Pro and also for the Pro Max models. But there we go, guys. Those are the 12 leaks that I wanted to talk about today. Are you excited for the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max? Are you going to be getting one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. And as always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.